Hello everyone, it's Bonnie with a B, back with another thrift haul video. My sister Brenda and I went to our local Goodwill. We had an hour or so to kill. It was Labor Day weekend. It was Saturday morning. Didn't really know what we would find. We got in there when it just opened, and it turned out to be a really good haul. First, I have this little vase. It's an urn, actually, and I'm going to confess I have a thing for urns. This was $4. You can see at TJ Maxx it was originally $10, so not a great reduction in price, but I'll tell you why I got it. First of all, I'm very attracted to urns. I love the shape of them. I just love them. What can I say? The curve, and I have quite a few. I'm planning to decorate my kitchen and some outlying areas in more of a kind of French style after we're going to undergo some remodeling in January. But I also love Italian things, and I have also some things collected that are very Italian. So I picked this up with the little olive thing going on down at the base. It's got a little striped motif. I just really like this, and I thought it would be cute with utensils in it, or who knows what. A plant, but I liked it. Next, as you know, I've been picking up things for planters, to make planters for our spring community sale. And this one was $5. It's really lovely. I think with a coconut liner and some plants, it'd be super. When we do our kitchen, we're going to have a spot where the cabinets end near the doorway. And I found this beautiful plate rack. I might have mentioned that I had gotten some bird plates recently from a garage sale that I thought would be really pretty in here. And really then you can switch the plates up anytime you want. All of these items need to be cleaned. I don't know if I'm going to paint this or not. The walls are going to be a very light color, so the dark against it might be nice. I may use some white antiquing wax on it. I'm not sure, but I'll let you know when I do. This is a biscuit barrel. It's a small one. You can use it as a covered candy dish, or little cookies would fit in it. It was $3. And this, I'm going to do an upcoming video on bloopers, but this is a good example. Goodwill very nicely tapes the lids to things down, which is great, because then when people pick them up, they're not falling off and breaking. But you don't know what's underneath the tape. I could see that there was a little tiny chip. Let me find it. Right there, a little tiny like crack inside, and I thought, well, that's no big deal, because who's going to see that really? When I got home, and then you really don't know what's under the lid, so let's peel this off and I'll show you. It was $3. The lid is in great shape, okay? No chips or cracks on the lid, but that little tiny chip that you saw from the outside, which you can't feel it, you could tell it might have been dropped, it actually turned into a big crack. Can you see it there? Inside that great big gash. Now, it's not sharp in any way. It's inside this thick piece, so it's no big deal, and I'm keeping it. I'm not reselling it. I don't do any reselling right now. I may going forward, but right now I'm buying things for myself or for gifts. So if I'm using this for any kind of candy or anything, it's really not going to be noticeable to anybody unless it gets to the bottom and they lift the lid and look in. So, but it's something to watch out for. Had I seen it, I probably would not have purchased it. Next, I found these great mugs that say Bailey's, for Bailey's Irish Cream. Two of them, really nice condition, like brand new. I'm thinking these were part of a Christmas set where there was a bottle of Bailey's in a box with these two mugs for making Bailey's and coffee. My thought on these was I can create my own gift. Even if I get little bottles of Bailey's and I'm going to someone's house for the holidays, for lunch or something, it's nice to take something. I can put a little bottle of Bailey's in each of these, wrap them up even with some coffee, and it would make a nice little gift. Same with this Hershey's mug. These were these were $1 each, okay? And then this Hershey's mug, brand new. I don't think it's ever been used. It's in beautiful condition. It was 50 cents. So I'm thinking, if I don't keep it for hot chocolate, then you know what? It would, again, nice little token gift. You can put some Hershey's Kisses in it and wrap it up and take it to someone's home as a little gift. I found these 3 metal little pails, and they were $1 each. It says Doris on the bottom. Doris is a company that's the buying branch of what was Packetans. Doris itself still exists, even though Packetans was sold to Michael's. Their brand is carried at Michael's, and I believe Joanne buys quite a bit of merchandise from Doris. I thought those would make cute little containers for small plants as well. Starter plants, whatever. Then I found this mug. Clearly Valentine with X's and O's all around it. I thought it was cute, and the shape of it is in a heart. This was $1, and I got it because I do little coffee photos. I'm a caffeine addict, and I do little coffee photos and post on Instagram. So I've been looking for some unusual mugs or fun mugs. And, you know, I could take my coffee photograph, use it for a little while, and then redonate it or pass it on. So I really like that. This bunny is so cute. It is ceramic. It was $6, which seems like a lot, but it is so darling. Like, how cute is that? It's black and white stripe, and I thought it would just be adorable for Easter holidays. I might even gift that. I actually can think of a friend that would love it, and it kind of goes with her style. Next, I got this little jar with the snowflake on it. And again, you know, when we have people over, we don't do a lot of big entertaining, especially with COVID, but we do have couples in for Christmas lunch. And sometimes I like to send them home with treats that I've baked or things that I've done. This would be great with some homemade candies in it, homemade chocolates, or small little cookies, maybe some meringues. And it's just nicer than putting it on a plastic tray or something. Again, I also look for things like that at Goodwill or other thrift stores. A pretty plate that you could put something like that on. Speaking of pretty plates, these were, I thought, just gorgeous. They were $2, and I just love the look of them. This is, you can see that that design stands out. Really beautiful condition. They are marked Gladstone China, made in England. And there were 2 of them, and I didn't get them really to eat off of. I thought these would be pretty for display, to set something on, because it's got this beautiful trim around it. Those were $2. And I don't think I told you the price of this cute little jar. It was $1. Also, I need to tell you that all of the prices that I'm showing you, I did not pay the price that's posted on it. The price that I paid was 35% off of that price. Because my sister and I, when we go thrifting at Goodwill, we put our purchases together to earn points. And that way we get to a 35% off coupon faster. And so we do that back and forth. We check out with each other's coupons. And they're all too happy to let us do it. I got this beautiful puzzle of a castle in Scotland, brand new, still in the wrapper, because my hubby likes to do jigsaw puzzles. It was $5, which seems like a lot, but you know what you pay for a nice puzzle these days, so that really is a good bargain. Next, I think I've told you before that Goodwill often gets in brand new items from companies. I don't know if they make some sort of deal with companies. These 4 items were all brand new items. The Hello Autumn is a little fox, and our development has a fox as the emblem in it, so I'm kind of attracted to anything I see that has a little fox on it. I thought that was really cute. And then these great looking ravens, you can see how big they are. But I got these to add into Halloween display. I've had some crows and things in the past that, you know, after you use them a few seasons, they don't look so great. So these were $1.49. This little fox was $1.99. Then these were $1. They are Christmas type of beading, and they were $1 each, and there are it's 18 feet of beads. And while it's not enough to put on the Christmas tree, I do weave these into things on the mantle, into greens or a Valentine display. So that was a nice find for just $1 minus 35%. Next, I found this little basket, and this is the type of basket I like. Let me take these things out. So those are separate items. This is the kind of basket I like for putting together little gifts I talked about. It's a nice size. You can line it with a napkin or a placemat, and you could put things in it and then do shrink wrap around it, and it looks really nice. This was another oops on my part. It's a pillowcase. It's a nice pillowcase, a crisp white pillowcase. I thought there were two, so did the cashier, so I paid for two, 99 cents each, so it's no big deal. And I think she forgot to charge me for a $1 item, so it comes out in the wash, right? But it is huge. It's for a really extra long pillow. So my sister Brenda, who is working on several projects, said that she would be happy to have it, so I'm going to give it to her. Next was a set of 2 Martha Stewart napkins. They're a beautiful burgundy color, brand new. And these, again, there's only 2, so obviously I'm not going to use them at a luncheon or anything, but they're great for lining baskets, lining the bread basket at the holidays, or lining a gift basket that I'm going to put something in. So that was a nice find as well. Then for $5, there was a whole package of a dozen linen napkins in a beautiful coral color. And I was all too happy to take those as well. Next, I found this wooden bird cage. This was $5, and I had gone down the aisle the first time and it wasn't there, but they're constantly putting things out. So I went back, and lo and behold, there it was. I may paint this, but I may leave it this color. This is kind of a pretty color. And I love bird cages. I use them in a couple different ways, and you'll see that in an upcoming video. Next, I found this great Santa, NASCAR Santa, and it's actually from 2004, and it's a collectible figurine, and it is for number 8, which is Dale Earnhardt Jr., who's a very, very popular driver who has retired, and his father, of course, was Dale Earnhardt Sr. So I picked that up. We have several NASCAR fans in our family, so it may become a gift. It's still in the original box, and I was happy to find that. It was $4, which is a steal. Next, I found this lovely wine glass, still in a box. Again, we make a lovely gift with a bottle of wine. It says, "But first, wine." Okay, nice crystal wine glass, and still in the original gift box. I will dust it off. But again, just a nice little gift with a bottle of wine to take to someone's home if they're a wine lover. And this was only $2. This big basket back here on the bottom was a real find. It is actually a wooden frame. As you can see, it's very large. It has a liner, which I do need to take off and wash. This was $6. But can you imagine what that would be new? And it looks like brand new. It was very well taken care of. I'm picturing it in the living room in the winter with maybe some blankets, some throws rolled up in it for those nights that it gets a little chilly and you want to bundle up in something while you're watching TV. I thought that was a really nice find. This basket also, really pretty. The baskets at our, there you go. The baskets at our Goodwill are $1.50 unless they're otherwise marked. So this one was not marked. It was $1.50, which again, it's a beautifully made basket. Could also be a nice gift basket filled with goodies. So that was a good find as well. This is, I'm going to use it as a planter. It's brass. It's made to look like an old coal bucket. It's not an old coal bucket. It's just made to look that way. and it's not an antique or anything, but I thought it was so cool. And it's got this little lion motif on the front of it, and it's just really neat. Sorry, my camera skills are lacking. So I'm picturing this with a nice ivy plant. It was funny because my husband said, oh, you could polish that up. But I explained to him that nowadays people want it to look old and they leave it with that patina on it. So he rolled his eyes. He doesn't understand that. So we'll see. This next item is a lamp. The shade is very clean and in nice condition, but it's just saggy. It's not good. So I will be replacing the shade, but it's got a nice little finial. I liked the shape of this and I love the texture on it, as you can see. It's got a few tiny little little tiny white dot spots that you see are where it's a little worn on the design. I'll go over that with some antiquing wax and it'll come up looking like new. It was $15 and I have to tell you, it weighs, I'm going to estimate a good 30 pounds at least, 25 to 30 pounds. In fact, I said to my husband, I don't think we can put this on the, we have wooden tables that have a glass insert, and I said, I don't think we can put that on the glass table. He said, oh, sure you can. And then I let him feel it, and he goes, no, you can't. So I'll be cleaning that up, and we'll be finding a different table to put it on. But I just thought it was really pretty, and for that price, I couldn't not take it home. Although carrying it to the car, I thought I was going to have a hernia. This candlestick I bought, it has sort of a red finish on it. I'm going to be painting this and taking the spike off. It was $3, but yellow was the half price sticker of the day, so it was $1.50, and it was even less than that, again with the 35% off. And I will show you what I'm doing with these. I've bought several of them. I'm going to make something for my fall decor, and I will share it with you when I do that. Last but not, this little vase, I have to show you this. This is such a beautiful vase, and I could tell it was hand painted and old. And our store is very dark. I tried to film some video inside the store. I don't know if I'm going to be able to download it. Let's just say I'm no Steven Spielberg. So there, you get a lot of me talking about this item, and instead of showing you the item, you're looking at the floor or my cart. So we'll see, and I don't know if I can actually download it. I'm going to try. And I could not see what it said on the bottom because it was so dark there. But then when I got it home, I could see that it read hand-painted Nippon. And hand-painted Nippon dates the item when it says that. In the day that this item was made, the importation laws in the United States said that anything coming in from Japan had to be marked Nippon, N-I-P-P-O-N. And what that does is it dates the piece because Nippon was used as a moniker on the bottom of those goods anywhere from 1897 or 1879 to 1921. So this piece falls within that period of time. Now, other items after that were marked Nippon, but were usually, after that timeline, accompanied with the word Japan. So it might have said Nippon, but it said Japan. There were about 200 companies that produced fine porcelain, much of which was hand-painted, and it was very desired because it was very high quality, but the price was much lower than the porcelains produced in Europe and the United States. And one company was very prolific and produced the most of any of those 200 companies, and it's still in business today, and that company is Noritake. Noritake is the maker of the China pattern that I have. So I thought that was very interesting. Last but not least, I came across this lovely picture, and I was drawn to it. It was not in the art area. It was, I think someone had it and they put it back down and left it someplace else in the store. And whoever that is, I thank you, because I was lucky enough to find it. I love it. It's beautiful. It is signed by the artist. Her name is Paula Mae Green. And when I looked her up, she is very well-known artist. She still does shows in Chicago and different areas. She lived in New York for a time, in Connecticut, in the Catskills of New York. Her pieces are very well known. She does deco pieces, which this one is. She does Asian pieces, and she does some abstract work. So this is a hand-signed, it's a batik. It's a print of a batik. Batik is the type of art where they put color on a fabric, and then they dye it, and they take wax and put it over the area that's the lightest. So they put the wax over, say, the blonde of her hair, and whatever else might have been light and yellow there. Then they dye it to the next color, which might be the green or the pink, okay? And then they cover the part that they want to stay pink with the wax. So they wind up doing all these layers, and then when it's completed, they actually take it to the dry cleaner. They do a dry cleaning process. I don't know if they take it to a dry cleaner that does shirts and dresses, but it's dry cleaned, and then that's the finished piece. Then she produced very fine quality limited edition prints using a special technique, and then she signed and hand detailed each of the limited edition prints. I'm not sure if this is a limited edition print. I will have to wait to see when I take the mat off if there are numbers that identify it, but it's very beautiful, and a similar one goes online, I think, for $150. So it's not like a Picasso, but it's beautiful, and I paid $4 for it, minus 35%. Then I went over to the art area and seized the moment because, let me walk around here. I decided, since I was in the area of the art department, I would take that print with me and find a frame for it. And this, I found, frame will fit it beautifully. As you can see, I had it up in front of it. And this is very pretty with the bird and the leaves, but I really bought it for the frame. It was $8, and I knew that I could not even go to Hobby Lobby with a sale and get that nice of a frame with glass and have it for this piece. So I'm going to be doing that, cleaning it up and framing it, and I will share that and the portrait that I have of my dad with you. I hope you enjoyed this video and you found it interesting. If you did, if you could give me a thumbs up and maybe subscribe if you'd like to see more, I would love to share more with you. Thank you so much. Have a great week, everyone.